Welcome to this week's episode of The Second Scoop. It is 2015, and I am Chris Cheng, your host, here to bring you this week's big gun news. 2014 was a fantastic year, and 2015 is shaping up to be yet another good one. So in our lead story, the Second Amendment Foundation has filed a lawsuit challenging I-594, the gun control law that was passed in the wake of the midterm elections. Among the allegations in the I-594 lawsuit is talking about how the language is so vague that a person of ordinary intelligence cannot understand its scope, which renders it subject to arbitrary enforcement. The complaint goes on to talk about how it's unclear whether I-594 applies in situations involving the following types of activity: family members' common use of a firearm stored in the family's gun safe, which means if your gun safe's in the home and another family member picks up another family member's gun, is that considered a transfer? Employees' common use of a firearm stored in a company's gun safe where no delivery takes place to another person. The intended delivery of a firearm to a common carrier, such as FedEx, for the purposes of shipping, or the intended delivery of a firearm to a storage facility, such as a safety deposit box. There are multiple other situations that are listed in the complaint, and so we'll see how this lawsuit continues on, but I'm pretty confident that the pro-gun rights will prevail. Let's jump now to the other coast in New York. So the New York SAFE Act gun control law has now impacted a Navy veteran and former law enforcement officer. His name is Donald Montgomery. Montgomery was basically the victim of a clerical error. He had his guns confiscated by the police after he went to a hospital to get checked in for an insomnia condition. Long story short, there's a lot of confusion and staff clerical errors that basically labeled Montgomery as mentally unstable, which should not have been the case. His firearms license was first suspended and then revoked. And so the lawsuit is suing New York Governor Cuomo, saying that he shouldn't have been flagged and that his rights should not have been taken away from him. Now, since it's 2015, I want to give you my top 3 gun predictions of the year. Number 1, Glock will introduce the subcompact single-stack 9mm. Now, we've seen the Glock 42 and 380 auto, and it has been a successful pistol, and I suspect that at some point we'll see that single-stack subcompact 9. Now, the rumor mill, of course, has been swirling around for years, and I don't have any information that says that this is going to be the year that happens, so maybe instead of this being a prediction, it's more of a hope. Number 2, 22 long rifle ammo prices will not only come down to their pre-craze and hysteria levels, but we'll see supply come back up across the country. We've already seen some parts of the country get 22 and their prices have dropped, so I'm confident that 2015, barring any unknown anti-gun chatter by our anti-gun politicians, we'll see those 22 long rifle prices drop back down to normal. And finally, number 3, we will continue to see the fantastic trend of more women joining the shooting sports in record numbers. Ladies, really excited to see you out at the range, out in the field, and we're going to have a lot of fun shooting some guns. In this week's story of a good guy with a gun, this guy, 31-year-old Earl May Jr., is in jail after a Craigslist sale went bad. Earl May Jr. responds to a Craigslist ad to purchase an item and shows up with counterfeit bills. When the seller confronted Earl, he threatened the seller, saying that he had a gun, although he didn't. And unfortunately for Earl May Jr., the seller had a concealed carry permit, pulled his gun on Earl May Jr., and ultimately held him at bay. The police came and arrested him, and thankfully, the good guy prevailed. Finally, the video of the week is a brand new promotional video that I created for my new book, Shoot to Win, a book for beginning marksmen. One of the big things that I talk about in the video is the free supplementary video instructional content put on by the National Shooting Sports Foundation. Ultimately, there's going to be 60 plus videos showing you how to shoot a pistol, a rifle, or a shotgun. And it's fantastic, free content for you if you're looking on how to learn how to shoot or how to become a better shooter. Well, thanks a bunch, and that's it for this very first episode of 2015. This has been The Second Scoop, and I'm Chris Cheng. Thanks for watching.